Why did Manchester United lose 2-0 to Hull? I honestly don't know where to start. Because as a Manchester United fan, this is not the kind of defeat that makes you angry simply because you lost. Manchester United can lose football matches. Every team loses. But losing 2-0 to a newly promoted Hull City side like this, that's different. That's embarrassing. And what makes it even worse is that before this game, there was genuine optimism around Manchester United. The atmosphere around the club was finally starting to feel different. Hull City, a newly promoted team, away from home, and Manchester United produced that. 2 goals conceded, 0 goals scored. And once again, we are sitting here asking the same question we've been asking for years. What exactly is wrong with Manchester United? Because this wasn't just a bad day. This performance exposed problems that Manchester United should have solved already.
Manchester United had the ball, a lot of it. Around 72% possession. 21 shots, 5 on target, 1.81 expected goals. So if you only look at the statistics, you might think, Manchester United were unlucky. You can complete 700 passes, but if the opposition goalkeeper isn't seriously threatened, what exactly are you dominating? Hull were comfortable, that's the biggest problem. They were comfortable. Manchester United had the ball, but Hull had control of the match. And that's completely different. The first big problem, nitrogen monoxide intensity. This is the part that genuinely makes me angry. Manchester United looked like they were playing a friendly. Hull looked like their lives depended on it. And that should never happen. Hull were aggressive. They pressed, they challenged. They won duels, they attacked second balls. They fought for every loose ball. Manchester United, too slow, too passive, too comfortable, and Manchester United knew Hull were going to be dangerous from these situations. Bruno literally said after the match that United knew set pieces would be a big part of Hull's game. Sky Sports, so how do you concede from a set piece? That's the part I can't understand. You know the opponent's weapon. You know they're going to use it. That's not bad luck. That's poor preparation. Because this isn't a team that is being tactically destroyed by Pep Guardiola. This isn't Barcelona playing through us. This isn't Liverpool creating chance after chance. A newly promoted team. And they have identified one weakness and absolutely destroyed us with it. The Guardian described United as sluggish and highlighted the poor set-piece defending, while Sky Sports noted that Hull won almost 2/3 of their duels and headers before halftime. Think about that. Where was the fight? Where was the anger after conceding? Because when Manchester United concede a goal, I want to see 11 players thinking, fine, now we're going to destroy you. Instead, it felt like, okay, let's keep passing. No, this is Manchester United. You cannot play like that. If you concede against Hull, especially away from home, you should immediately increase the intensity. Make them uncomfortable, force mistakes, make the crowd nervous. Instead, Hull looked increasingly confident, and Manchester United looked increasingly frustrated. The midfield problem. And now we get to the tactical problem. Youri Tielemans and Andrey Santos were brought in to improve this midfield. And I'm not saying they are bad players. But today, they couldn't impose themselves. They couldn't give Manchester United the kind of midfield presence we needed. Because once Hull dropped into their defensive structure, Manchester United didn't have enough central penetration. The ball kept going outside, and eventually, cross. Manchester United sent in 34 open play crosses. That's their highest total in a Premier League match in almost 8 years. 34. That is not a solution. That's dumb. The attack was too predictable. This is another major problem. Where was the creativity? Where was the combination play? Where were the runs behind the defense? Where were the quick 1-2s? Where was the movement between the lines? Hull basically said, fine, have the ball. Just don't come through the middle. And Manchester United accepted the invitation. We moved the ball from side to side. We tried crosses. We tried individual moments. But there was no consistent mechanism to break Hull apart. And this is why 21 shots can be misleading. 21 shots sounds impressive. But how many were truly dangerous? Hull's goalkeeper wasn't constantly fighting for his life. Manchester United were shooting. There's a massive difference. And then came the substitutions. Eventually, Manchester United needed something different, and Marcus Rashford came on. And suddenly, there was life, urgency, directness, pace. But it was too late. Hull were already 2-0 ahead. They didn't need to attack anymore. They could defend, they could sit deeper, they could absorb pressure, and that's exactly what they did. Even after the changes, Manchester United couldn't find the goal. And that's when you realize the problem wasn't simply personnel. The problem was the entire attacking structure. And what about the £85 million midfield? This is another uncomfortable part. Tielemans and Santos reportedly cost around £85 million combined. And both were taken off with around 23 minutes remaining. I'm not saying, sell them, they are useless, but I'm saying this, if two of your important summer additions cannot get a foothold in a game against Hull City, that's a problem. And it isn't necessarily their individual fault. Maybe the system isn't helping them. Maybe the roles aren't clear. Maybe they need more time. But Manchester United don't have the luxury of pretending everything is fine. Because this club is supposed to be moving forward, not repeating the same mistakes. And now we get to the thing that hurts most as a fan. Manchester United dominate possession. Manchester United struggle to break down a low block. Manchester United concede a stupid goal. Manchester United become frustrated. The opposition becomes more confident. And suddenly, we're chasing the game. We've seen it. Again. And again. Bruno Fernandes himself said after the match that he had seen these kinds of mistakes before and specifically mentioned United giving opponents too much of the ball in away games and the need to improve set-piece defending. Sky Sports, it's one game. Yes, it is one game. But one game can reveal problems. And this game revealed plenty. This is where I question Carrick. One match should not decide the future of a manager. Serious questions. Why wasn't Manchester United ready for Hull's physicality? Why were the set pieces so badly defended? Why did the midfield struggle to impose itself? Why did United become so dependent on crosses? Why couldn't the team break down Hull after going to 2-0 down? And most importantly, why did the team look less hungry than the newly promoted opponent? Because tactics are one thing, but mentality is another, and today Hull won both. Hull deserved this. Because sometimes, as a fan, you don't want to admit it. But Hull deserved this. They were better at the things that mattered. They were more aggressive. They were more organized. They believed. That's good preparation. And Manchester United didn't have an answer. So what does this defeat actually mean? Does this mean Manchester United are finished? No. Absolutely not. It's one game. Does it mean Carrick is the wrong manager? No. Too early. Absolutely not. But does it mean Manchester United have serious problems? Yes. And pretending otherwise would be ridiculous. Set-piece defending needs to improve. The midfield needs more authority. The team needs more intensity. And Manchester United need to stop confusing possession with dominance. Because today we had the ball, Hull had the game. My verdict as a United fan, I'm angry. Not because we lost, I'm angry because of how we lost. If Hull had beaten us after dominating the game, creating 10 chances and playing incredible football, fine, that statistic should be hanging inside Carrington, not because it proves we were unlucky, but because it proves something much more uncomfortable. We had the ball, but we didn't have control. And until Manchester United understand that difference, we're going to keep watching the same story. New manager, but it is one hell of a warning.